This is the Tech Podcast Network. If it's tech, it's here.
We have Harry with us, coming from Amps and Watts. Harry, how you doing? I'm Jamie Davis. Nice to meet you. This is Chris.
Hey, nice to see you.
So, what have you brought us from Amps and Watts?
We need it on.
Let's get his mic on.
There
we go.
Okay.
Is my mic working now?
Yeah,
Now
your
we
mic's
can hear
working
you.
now.
Well, we've been here at CES for the last 5 years, and we were one of the first suppliers or inventors of portable audio.
Okay.
Nice.
About 10 years ago, when smartphones didn't exist. We evolved with the market. As smartphones came about, we evolved as well. And amps and watts is what its name says. We're amps, which is the measure of power, and watts, the measure of sound. So what do? We provide amps and watts, sound and power for your mobile device.
Cool.
So these devices over here, they do everything under the sun, but they lack sound and power. But they have amazing sound capabilities and also multimedia capabilities. But sound is meant to be shared.
Yes.
You can't share it if you don't have the mediums to do so.
Right, exactly.
And also, you cannot enjoy it unless you're sharing with the people you want to at the place you want to. So you want to have that ability at your home, at play, wherever, whenever, however, and whoever you may be. We're not suppliers of just another Bluetooth speaker or little one. We stopped doing that 5 years ago. We're designers and innovators of sound and power for mobile devices.
Nice.
And if you come to our booth, which is right behind you, come later on, you'll understand. We've taken sound and power for mobile device and taken it to the next level. So for us, it's a given that a wireless sound and a power charging feature exists in all our products integrated together. It's a
Wow.
given. So that is something we had as a standard in our range
Right.
5 years ago. The question was, how do we create something that's beautiful to look at for any type of hand that holds a smartphone or some type of mobile device? Now, we have a whole array of products with phenomenal designs, phenomenal power. They even sound better than what they look. I've just done some hand-picked ones for you to
It's
see.
okay.
I love it.
We
And,
only have a few.
And I'm going to go
look
through
at
this
here,
very
but
quickly, all
That's
right?
okay.
So you see this over here? You've seen thousands of these.
Yes, I have.
Go to the show, walk around, okay? If you can find me one that, all right, you'll find me many with a Bluetooth wireless connection, Bluetooth for all the latest. You'll find them with even noise-canceling microphone for hands-free speaking, which this one has as well. But you will not find a speaker this small that fits in the palm of your hand. There's also a 2,600 milliamp power bank.
Oh.
So this over here
Wow.
also charges your mobile phone. So it's the smallest sound, microphone, hands-free, and charging device right now on the market. And because it's the 4th day of CES, I can guarantee that. So this over here is our amp charge. Then you see this over here. This is what we call our Beat Block Mini. Now it's hand-stitched. I don't know if the camera can see
Let's
it.
see if we hold it right about here. You can see the hand-stitched leather.
Hand-stitched leather with our brand stamped in there, also in the grill. But this has got something that's quite unique. And I'll tell you what it is in a little while, because it's going to wow you. And again, it has very high-quality wireless sound, very high-quality microphone, which works 1.5 meters away.
Wow.
So no one will say to you, I can't hear you.
Right.
Again, we're designers and innovators of sound and power. We passed the stage of just giving a wireless
Wow.
sound and power solution. What does this thing do as well, though? It's also a power bank.
Okay.
But you must say, okay, I've seen a power bank in this form factor. Well, here comes our patent. Have you seen that?
Nice.
So this is a retractable cable.
Nice.
Now, this charges your Android device.
Right.
But you have an iPhone.
I have an iPhone. What do I
Well,
do?
guess what? We have little tips built inside.
Ah.
See that here? We have 3 tips
Very
built
nice.
inside. So you have so if I connect this over here, then I can charge an iPhone 5. I can charge an iPhone 4, and I can charge a mini USB, which are archaic old mobile phones
Right.
and GPSs, all with one little device. And what's
That's
unique
nice.
about this, put it in your pocket, walk around with it, doesn't dangle from your head. Or if you're working in your office, you can pick up a call, and you have this convenience. Again, design and innovation in sound and power. That's where we're
Yeah.
at. The rest of the market is selling little speakers and little blocks. We've passed that stage a very long time ago.
What I also like about that too is it has a compartment where it stores it, and
Yes, it
then
does.
you can cover it up.
Yes,
So if
you
you
do.
don't need it, you don't want to see
No,
it, you just put
it
it right
covers
there.
up like this.
I love that.
All right, and it's closed. See that?
Love that. It's very nice.
And it's
very,
closed. I don't know if
very
I
clean.
I'll
Very
show
clean.
that to the crowd. So this over here is a speaker combination. I'm going to go to something now which has no sound. just power. You guys are traveling businessmen, right?
We need
All the
power
time.
all the time.
Okay.
I
So you
more
need something
power.
that's quite slim, that fits into your pocket, right? Now, you're sick and tired of carrying cables. You need a cable to charge it,
Yes.
and you also need a cable to charge out,
Yes.
Yes.
right? So if you want to charge this device, you just pull the cable out, and here's a USB. Plug that into any computer or USB,
wow,
and you
that's
charge
great.
it, all right? Then the other thing as well, let me just put this back inside. Then let's say you want to charge your Android device. You have a micro USB that pulls out, and this charges your device.
Right.
Now, you have an iPhone.
I have an iPhone. I have an iPhone 5. I
So
need
let me
Thunderbolt
introduce you to Harry's secret little corner.
lightning connector.
So Harry's little door, Aladdin's door. Boop. And what's over here?
And all the connectors.
3 connectors hidden in here. Choose the one you want, charge the one you want. But what's also good about this, all right, is that if I put this in my pocket, see, it's long enough for me to talk and walk.
Right.
Or if I have this on the desk, I can talk without having this thing dangling. Now, you're going to say, Harry, I've got a tablet. I need to charge it. Well, we've got 2.1 amps output over here
Wow.
and a 1 amp output. And it can charge 3 devices at the same time. It's 5,500 milliamps. It's not
Wow.
the biggest, but it will charge your mobile device twice, and it will give your tablet a 50% charge. So that's this over here. We also have some fun ideas, which are more for our younger audience. So this over here, as you can see, it's a retractable cable. So
Nice.
it retracts in and out. And also, we have the built-in tibs.
In there as well.
I
into
love
the
that you've
device.
done that in almost every device. I think that's great.
Yes.
Now talk to us about this big one because
Okay.
this one's beautiful. It's got the is that hand stitched leather?
Yes, it is. It's hand-stitched leather. I'm happy you're
Oh,
saying this, all right?
Beautiful.
And hand-stitched leather, all right? And the material that you see here is a lot more expensive than real leather. And the reason why is that if you have real leather and you scratch it, say goodbye to your device. So there's a unique resin compound that we found in Korea where you can scratch this with a key and it doesn't scratch.
Wow.
Now, it's a lot more difficult to make because with leather, you can heat it and stretch it. It's very
Right.
easy to do it. This here, you need to be precision to the micromillimeter. Otherwise, you throw it away. So again, designers and innovators of sound and power. Now, this is hand-stitched leather, all right? It's a beautiful, beautiful product to look at. But I want to show you something else, which is quite impressive. If you look on the back, what do you see?
USB.
2 USB outs.
Oh, wow.
These 2 USB outs charge your tablet and your smartphone. Now, we don't want you to come near this when you come home. We want you to jump on your couch, press connect, and enjoy true hi-fi power sound away from it. But when you go to sleep, or if you have to charge, just connect it on the back, leave it there, and it will charge.
Wow.
Now, you might say, what other thing do we have? And I'll close this interview in a nice way. You have very bad recordings on your mobile devices. You have podcasts, you have YouTubes, and you can't listen to them. So what we did was we did something that your grandfather had on his old transistor amplifier. It was a little bass and treble switch. You know, after that, they came with these phenomenal big graphic things and equalizer, whatever, and that was forgotten as well. Remember, all
Right.
you could buy these stereo systems with 50 bands
Yep.
running across?
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Well,
I still have one.
It's quite, it's quite funny that your Apple doesn't allow you to adjust your bass and treble,
Right.
does it? Or your Android, or you got to download an application. It's very difficult. So what do? I don't know if I can show this to the camera.
We can
There we
put it-
go.
There you go. All right,
We
I'll
have
take
a
shot.
bass and treble feature in here. Now, what this does is when you're playing your music, you can increase the bass and treble, and I will close this interview by doing this demo, which allows you to either take a bad recording and make it listenable, or take a good recording and enhance your music listening experience. Let's say you want to fill the room with more bass, but you want to drive the neighbors crazy. You just up the bass and you really enjoy it. Or you have some friends over.
Right.
And then there's a surprise at the end, which will be the final finale. and then I'm out of here.
What's the price point on most of this?
$299.
What's the wow?
Nice.
And this is 60.
Really?
This is 60 watts RMS. This comes from the same factory that produces your world's top brands, but with a difference. We as Amps and Watts engineer it ourselves. We're in charge of our own bill of materials, and we lease those lines,
Wow.
and we just take a bit of the expertise that those factories have amassed over the last 30, 40 years.
What's the price point on the small?
This one over here,
yeah, that one.
$129, sir.
Not bad at all. And then what about the charger itself?
$79.
Oh, wow.
Amazing.
Now I want to
Amazing.
give you this final little Okay, now, this over here is working, but guess what?
It's not connected to anything.
Oh, wow. See that? This is pushing 60 watts RMS, and it'll work like this for 4 hours non-stop.
Wow.
Very
See
good.
that?
That's impressive.
And a final little thing, and to show you over here.
Oh, he's going to add the bass.
Now, if you want more bass,
Very good.
more
Ooh,
bass,
feel the table.
and you want more treble,
Oh, that's
more
nice.
treble.
Right.
So, bottom line is, we're designers and innovators of sound and power. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
You
Where
got to
can-
tell us where to
Where
find
can we
it.
find it? Go ahead and pause that for a second
Yeah,
so
so
we
we
can
can
hear what
hear
you're
you.
saying.
Let me just, I'll put it off.
There
we
you go. Where can we find this? Because I know we got to get you all out of here. But amps&watts.com.
You'll find us on ampsandwatts.com, amps&watts.com.
That's very easy.
amps&watts.com.
Guys, thank you so
Wow.
much
Thank
for
you
giving
very
us
much
the
for coming on.
Thank you. That's
opportunity to show
great.
you these
Thanks
things.
for coming on,
Thank you very
Harry.
much.
Thank you very
Appreciate
much.
it. Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Bye.
Oh, wow.
And we were rocking it out up here.
That's impressive from that
Very
speaker.
good, very good.
I'm impressed.
This is the Tech Podcast Network. If it's tech, it's here.